Dear professional colleagues, the Annual Accountants Conference is here again. This time is the 54th edition. It will happen at Abuja Transcorp Hotel from 7th to 11th of October 2024. Eminent resource persons have been contacted to present papers at the conference. You are hereby invited to attend this conference, and as your Diamond President and Chairman of Council, I urge you to come prepared. You are going to network, make new friends, see other friends that you have not seen for a very long time. Besides that, there will be so many stories, proverbs, and parables. By God's grace, I hope to see you in Abuja, 7th to 11th of October 2024. Thank you, and God bless us.
Let's say financial reporting is actually a process for documenting and communicating financial activities and also the performance of an organization or even a public sector from time to time. And when we talk about artificial intelligence, we know it's just a branch of computer science where we use algorithms, we use data, we use computer to actually make decisions, human intelligence decisions. So who is best to put these two concepts together in terms of talking about financial reporting and also talking about artificial intelligence? There's no other person to do justice to that other than Dr. Kunle Akiode, FCA, is the lead partner, AA Akiode and Co. Chartered Accountant. You're welcome to ICAN-ngr. My name is Fomi Olani, and it's the 29th day of August 2024. We're going to go on a commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to read the profile of our guest and also let you into the subject matter for today. Welcome again to ICAN-ngr. Okay, it seems you're welcome back. It's ICAN-ngr on today, 29th day of August 2024. And the topic for today is AI and the future of financial reporting. And to do justice to that topic, we have Dr. Kunle Akiode, FCA, in the studio. Dr. Kunle, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, very, very nice having you today. I'm just going to take your profile, just the profile of Dr. Kunle Akiode. He's the lead partner with AA Akiode and Co. Chartered Accountants. He calls it a small and medium practice firm which supports SMEs in diverse areas of reporting and actually consulting. He's a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. He's also a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, is a fellow, and the Nigerian Institute of Management and Chartered Institute of Directors of Nigeria, and an independent compliance assessor for the Center for International Private Enterprise. Dr. Kunle Akiode is an alumnus of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, where he obtained his bachelor's in management and accounting and an MBA majoring in finance. He holds a doctorate in public administration from African Institute of Public Administration, Accra, Ghana, and another doctorate in missions and church growth from the Life Theological Seminary in Africa. We're so happy to have you today. You're welcome, sir.
My pleasure to be here with you, Fumi. And thanks to every one of our viewers.
Thank you very much, sir. When I was looking at this topic, it's something that comes up every now and then, because I know that the American branch of the Institute of ICAN, they are presently discussing everything around AI. So it's something everyone must be abreast of. So I'd like to start by asking you, starting on a general note, could you just run us through how AI currently is being in financial reporting, and what are the key benefits of AI?
Fantastic question. Once again, I want to thank you for having me on the program to come discuss this with our members. It's not going to be a class, but I want us to rub minds together. And I like to go ahead and start with this statement. When people talk, they say things like AI has come to take up people's job, to take people's earnings and livelihood away. And I begin to wonder, excuse me, your problem is not AI. Your problem really is the person next to you learning AI. That is the person you should really be afraid of, because that's the person that's going to take your job. What is really AI? AI is the application of this computer algorithm, taking advantage of the speed, the accuracy, and the consistency in computer generated output to get things done. And most of the time, these things are repetitive in nature. Rather than have human beings do it, and they get tired and they make mistake. We used to talk about complete reversal of entries. When you want to enter 186 and you enter 168, and I'm wondering, excuse me, how can someone make the mistake? I've started making such mistake now, and I will stop and wonder, but no, it was 68. I wanted to say not 86, but in my mind, I've entered that. Such things happen with human entry, but you don't have that with computers. So when you're talking about application of AI, it's just taking advantage of computers' ability to learn a particular thing and do it consistently, accurate, and very, very fast. You have now applied that to your job. I think that is what we are having here. And I tell you, we have not yet seen anything yet, because greater things are yet to come with the advent of artificial intelligence in financial reporting. And not just financial reporting, really, is every sphere of life. Thank you for me.
Yes, interesting. Thank you very much for letting us into all those basic points that we should. And I see an interesting slide that we're projecting, and it just helps us to catch those vibes very easily. So, you've mentioned what the combination with AI and also financial reporting. But how will AI change the role of financial accountants in the near future? Are they really going to take our jobs?
Okay. AI is not going to take your job. AI is actually going to increase the speed at which your job is done, and is going to add great value to our output. Now, look at what we are talking about today. AI in the future of financial reporting. Now, if you can go to the first slide of what I is being projected on screen, I said something that, see, when we are talking about financial reporting, we're talking about the means through which an organization reports to its investors, customers, regulators on what? On the basic financial statement. On your screen now, you are looking at the basic components: a statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income, equity, cash flow, and notes to the account. One of the problems we had is that, are you going to have an AI, a computer, generate notes to the account? How will it know? Well, it was a struggle at the beginning, but see, I'm already seeing some AI generating some fantastic notes to the account that you cannot question. These are the basic things we deal with as far as financial reporting is concerned. If you move to the next slide, you're going to see something like the types of reporting we've been having before and the type of reporting we are heading into. Preparing statement of financial position, comprehensive income, change in equity, and statement of cash flow. All this, we're only talking about figures. Figures, 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 figures. But that is not all that there is to financial reporting. There is the non-financial part of it, the one that does not include figure. Sustainability comes in there. What are you doing with your corporate social responsibility? So we are now saying, see, financial reporting just deals much more than just the profits, which is what the basic financial statement in front of you can show you. It goes more to tell you about, see, the profit you are making. How is it impacting on the environment where your work is? Now, as you are doing that, you are making use of people. You are making use of people. So, talking about financial reporting now, we are looking at people, the profit, and the planet where you are working on. We call them the 3 Ps, the 3 bottom line. Now, we've gone beyond the 3 Ps now. We are now talking about integrated reporting, where for each of these 3 Ps, there are figures. Case in point, you said in reporting the people in your organization, you have 35 employees, 3 as God. You should be left with 32. In your integrated report, every other part of the report where you will talk about employee in the other part of your report, we should not see anything less than 32 or more than 32. But you see, if we're doing it the natural way, the manual way, you could have forgotten that, wait, we have taken 3 out. 32. In some places, you see 35 employees. In some places, you will see 32. And that is quite embarrassing. It's affecting the integrity of that report. But with the advent of AI, you can be sure once the figure is changed somewhere, it has been automated. It will go round the whole process. So we are talking about integrated reporting here, and doing it manually is just not going to give us the speed that we want and the accuracy that we want. We need to integrate it, and sincerely, AI has really come to help us with this. If you go through the next slide to this, I try to highlight some of the things that AI has done in reporting. Yeah, thank you for this. We've talked about the people, the planet, and the profit. Then if you show them the next slide I shared with you on what really, this is integrated reporting I've talked about. And the next one then talks about AI itself and what are the things that we are to expect in AI. Automation will be there. Things will be done very fast. Data analysis is going to be incredible. It can give you graphs almost immediately, rather than plotting it somewhere and trying to bring it to Excel, and the thing will scatter as, as if you transport something over the internet. You don't have this with AI. It will help you to manage your risk in your organization, and you'll be having real-time online reporting. And your transparency in your financial statement will be enhanced. Not that you will sit down and say, no, we don't want to put this. We are not going to disclose this one. No, shareholders will not. If you are using AI, everything is automated. It will be accurate. Proper decision making. You know, when you were writing ICAN, then we were, okay, not you, we were writing ICAN then. We would say that accounting is the gathering, summarizing, what do you call it, reporting of financial figure. For the end product is decision making. If you're not going to be able to make an effective decision, why are you gathering all those figures and wasting your time? AI has come to better our decision making. It can give you a tailor-made expert advice. And of course, you're going to be having some real graphic now. We are not talking about dashboard where you can almost see your financials. So these are the things that AI has come to. And we've been doing this manually. You have different departments doing this. But now with AI, we can put this together in an integrated report, and you have a fantastic report. sitting there in front of you. If you move to the next slide, there are different applications, different tools that are really AI that people are already using for robotic process automation, for analysis. What I have here, I might want to talk about this last. If you move to the next slide, I can come back to this. I was talking about the different tools you have. Yes, you have the automated tools, you have machine learning tools, natural language. PwC is using one that they call Allo. All of you that are accountant here, you know PwC. They have an Allo that help them with posting and analysis. KPMG have this forensic financial reporting. These are AI tools that these big people, big four, we call them senior brothers. You know, they are our senior brothers. You don't try compete with them. They already have those tools, and in automation tools, we have things like Blackline and FLO Quest. Machine learning, we have what do you call this now? Kaplan there. And of course, as far as natural language processing is concerned, auditors and MindBridge is there. Is it that it's going to happen freely? No, no. There are some challenges there too. Professional skepticism, that doubt to say, this thing, am I really good to sign off these financials? You will not have that with AI. You can go back to the slide I was talking to you about now. Somebody who said that to me, I think it's in Deloitte, that I heard that thing, that even after all the audit staff are finished audit on the field, they bring it to their manager has cross-checked it and now give it to the partner. Before you sign off, in the days of Financial Reporting Council, when Jimo Basde was harassing all of us in the financial reporting, that you sign any financial statement and there is error in it, you will have yourself to blame. Now, he told us that their bosses will take this financial statement, everything is complete, but they will just keep it and just walk away, meditate. He said some of them even wait 2-3 days of looking at it just to be sure of what you want to do, and you have asked every question. This is part of the skepticism we talked about, which AI will not do for you. Straight away, bam, he has given you the answer. So these are the challenges you have. The cost of implementing it will be very high. That's why SMEs cannot implement some of these powerful AI. Regulatory framework too, as it change, how soon can we readily put it into AI? So these are the challenges it will face, and I hope we take note of this as we talk about AI. But that it will take our job? No, it will not take job. It will only increase our speed, accuracy, and the integrity of what we are churning out.
Yeah, that gives a lot of comfort to some of the accountants here. No one is taking your job. No AI is taking your job. I'd like to acknowledge some of our audience here. Thank you very much for joining. Esther Julius from Akure, Folonshaw Clement Olusegun, streaming from Benin City, Edo State, Sonny Abdul Karim from Kano, Innocent, Simon Edo Gabriel. Thank you very much. Nimota Modupe from Abuja, Shosa Olu Soji from Abeokuta, Ibukonlu Adeshino, thank you very much, from Lagos State, Rosemary Dominic, Daria Woshika from Osun State, Taufik Lawal, we see you, Unika Amma from Port Harcourt. We see a lot of people. I see from Benue State, I see Binde, and I also see Oladosu, Olatunde from Lagos State. I see Oladikupo from Lagos State. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Fagbola Temitokwe is our very usual audience, and he's saying good evening to all the amiable professionals in the house. It is nice to be live streaming from the ancient city of Ibadan. Thank you so much for always joining us. You know, I mentioned earlier that the U.S. district is also discussing AI. Perhaps it's just the season for it. And there have been lots of topics around AI, about the guidance for accounting, about everything you need to know. So I believe that all our chartered accountants, every audience here should be well abreast of this subject matter. No one is taking your job. You're still very much in tune with your job, and your job will stay with you. You're still very relevant. So we're still discussing AI and the future of financial reporting with Dr. Kunle Akiode, FCA, the lead partner, AA Akiode and co-chartered accountant. So, Doc, our viewers would like to know from accuracy and efficiency point of view how AI can actually improve the accountancy and efficiency of the financial reporting that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, accuracy, efficiency, you're looking at it, and the integrity there. When you're talking about accuracy, the figure is accurate and there is consistency there. Like the example I cited when I was talking, in a proper integrated report, or let's even look at it, even in our regular single bottom report where we were doing before, your payroll is showing how many staff, 150 staff. And somewhere you are reporting the number of staffs in the company and you are reporting 143. But your payroll is showing 150. So there is that result is not accurate. And you don't have that in an AI situation because it's going to be picking from a particular database. See, let us appreciate the fact that we only got to AI here. The journey has started many, many years ago. But I saw it coming when we moved from a regular accounting software, the peach trees of those days, the sage of those days, and we now move into ERP, enterprise resource planning. And enterprise resource planning, we have a database where every other ledger and every other module draw their information from. So once you have entered the data in one place, it is consistent like that all over the place. You won't mix them up. And that is the accuracy part of AI. It will always be consistent with the figure as far as it's referring to a particular element in your financial statement. Integrity, you can take it anywhere because it will give you online real time. Not that you are saying that the chief judge of Nigeria, as at the time of reporting, is this, not knowing that the commander-in-chief have just announced another lady as the new chief judge of the federation. An AI that is well connected to the stream of things, immediately the announcement was made and the lady has been sworn in, though I heard somebody arguing that acting cannot be sworn in. Immediately sworn in, your system automatically automate. That is the integrity part of it, because you can go to bed with every information you see there because it's connected online. Efficiency, there will be proper use of time. I mean, in the days when it was manual, when we're doing it, when somebody is tired, he's tired. I mean, I was dealing with a colleague sometimes ago that I got so upset, a lady that got so upset that, see, you have to finish this job. We need to report. But here I have the human side of me is looking at the pregnant lady. Say, colleague, she's pregnant now, clearly. And you could see the breathing and the sweat. I get what I'm saying. You will be an abnormal human being to tell her you cannot go home until that is finished. Now, AI has taken care of all these things. You will not have all this part. In terms of efficiency, there will be proper use of time, space, and money to give you the report as and when due. So AI has come to solve many, many problems. And it has solved each of these. Integrity, you can rely on it. Accuracy, there's consistency in the figure it's presenting. Efficiency, you use time, money, and space perfectly. In fact, I should use the word optimally, optimum utility of your resources.
Yeah, when you were talking, there's so much affirmation as regards if AI, but AI systems are designed to actually mimic human decision making, and when we're trying to replicate it in a way that people lost touch with how to do it well, there is a risk or relying heavily on AI for these processes. So, what are these risks, and how can we do it? I mean, avert it or prevent it from happening?
Good. So the proper answer to the question of the fear of people that AI will take their job is for you to look at the challenges of AI. So when you read the challenges of AI, it will then let you as a professional to know where you come in. I talked about professional skepticism there. See the doubts that see everything they have given you is okay. You have calculated earning per shares, you've calculated dividend per share, you've calculated market yield, all the indicators, investors ratio, they are reading top notch, but yet you are still skeptical about going on with that investment. That is the non-quantitative. We said every decision you make shouldn't just be quantitative alone. There should be qualitative factors too. That's where expert knowledge comes in. That's where experience comes in. You don't buy that, you grow it as you stay long in the business. And AI is not going to do that. AI take it that it is giga, Abi? Is it gigo? Garbage in, garbage out. I even hear in the study of AI that some people are directly, deliberately corrupting the database of AI. Any information brought to you by any AI, he is pulling it from somewhere. And that is from information around the world. Why people now begin to send wrong information about their country or about a particular thing, sending that into the stream. Anybody streaming it from anywhere is going to pick that nonsense and act upon it. So AI is not 100%, what do you call it? It's dependent on what has been put there. That was one of the questions that was asked Bill Gates the last time he came to Lagos at Lagos Business School about it, and he admitted it's not 100%. It's totally dependent on the database where it is pulling out from. So that risk is still there.
Mm. You know, while you were talking, one of our audience sent a remark, or perhaps just a note. He said, Fagbola Temitope Adeni, he said, artificial intelligence and creative mindset of a future-ready accountant is a new drive we must work hard to project for future sustainability in the workplace. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. That creative mindset is what I want our people to be looking at now. Leave the mundane one, or leave the automated one. Or let me put it this way: if the job you are doing for your organization, if it can be reduced into an algorithm, that is a step-by-step order, and that instruction can be given to a computer to do. See, you have lost that job. You're only waiting for the day they are going to tell you to go. Because nobody, there is so much to save in terms of pension, in terms of life insurance, in terms of healthcare, when you employ AI to get some of this thing done for you. But that aspect where computer cannot do, the creativity there, the ingenuity, the innovation there, that is where the accountant should be looking at. So that's why I agree absolutely with that statement that that individual, it is perfectly correct.
We, in fact, we have a lot of people ask questions, but maybe I'd like to just. I wonder sometimes when people talk about ChatGPT and the effects for accountants and even your children in school, they rely solely on it. But I don't want to go into that first. So, because you're a coach, I want to also know what challenges some organizations face when implementing AI in financial reporting, and also how can these companies actually ensure that AI-driven reports are unbiased, they are ethical, and they are transparent.
Constant updating. Constant updating of the database. That's why I said Your enemy is not AI. Your enemy is actually the person learning AI. Because as he's learning it, it's going to take your job very soon. It will use AI to take it from you. So you don't want your job to be taken. Go and learn the application of AI or how AI interact with you. What aspect of your job AI cannot do. The risk of AI will still stand there. I'm repeating that word again. It is a garbage in, garbage out. If organizations don't want to run the risk of implementing AI and gut, they need to be constantly looking into the source from which their prompts is getting its, what do you call it, its information from. I don't know if what time of this presentation I may mention this, but let me just quickly say it here. There is one innovation in AI that is called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. If you are prompt engineering, it's all about the way and manner you structure your words when you are giving it to AI, like ChatGPT or any of the other AI. The way you say it, it will determine what it will give to you. What is accounting? Question mark, and you click enter, you will get a particular result, isn't it? But accounting entails dash, the result you will get will be different from that. If you then take that, what is accounting, and you take the word accounting and put it in inverted commas, quote open, quote close, you're going to get another kind of response from AI. So it is the way you present your question to AI that is what will determine the type of answer you are going to get. So one other fantastic work you should go and learn now. I'm about to close one of my certification on that, is prompt engineering. Organizations are going to employ people to do their prompt structuring for them, because the way you structure the question and the way you structure the English words will determine how it will interpret it. To me, to tell Fumi that, Fumi, you are stupid. You are looking stupid, man. And someone will say, how can you be using such an abusive words on a network? Huh? Meanwhile, some other app is interpreting stupid as being splendid, splendid, exceptionally good, exceptionally brilliant. Meanwhile, in African culture, it's an abuse. You have insulted me and we will fight after this program. You see, so ability to know the way the AI is actually interpreting the words you use, the way you structure that word, is what we call prompt engineering. And it's another useful place for an accountant. And let me close by saying, you will always know when you see a chart of accounts that was implemented by IT experts and engineers, you will know it that is different from a chart of accounts that was drawn up by a proper accountant. The way they make it to report into each other, there will be problem. The issue of componentization, managing depreciation now, rather than just put one depreciation rate on a particular item like a plane or a yacht. When we brought in componentization, where different component parts of that yacht or that plane, the way you depreciate the cockpit should be different from the way you depreciate the tire. It should be different from the depreciation of the upholstery inside the plane, and even the way you depreciate the engine. A minimum, a passenger plane should have nothing less than 2 engines. In case one engine fails, you switch over to the other engine, isn't it? You don't depreciate all of them, just put 10%, and you are depreciating all those things at 10% annual rate. No, componentization is saying there is a depreciation rate for each of those component parts. If a non-accountant draw up your chart of account to depreciate such an item, you know you will have problem, because it will not structure them very well, that each of those component part depreciation still need to be added together and charged to depreciation for the year, it is that total that should go and join accumulated depreciation and now know the present new net book value of the item. It will just put them at different places and you say that the figure is not accurate. It can never be accurate. So while we are using AI for that, accountants, go and join the league. There are still something AI can't do. You will be the one to do it.
Interesting conversations. We're still on with Dr. Kunle Akinode, FCA, the lead partner, AA Akinode and Co, Chartered Accountants. We're discussing AI and future of financial reporting. But we'd like to go on a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk deeply about the other things that affect accountants and also in our organizations and how AI can resolve all of those issues. So we'll be right back after the break.
The Skill Up Artisans Program Super is an initiative of the federal government.
The aim of Super is to upskill Nigerian artisans for better employability. This we are carrying out by collecting the data of Nigeria artisans through massive registration, training, certification, and licensing for better job opportunities, both locally and internationally. Super will improve the quality of life of Nigeria artisans. It will improve the quality of work from Nigeria artisans, enhance work and professional ethics from Nigeria artisans, reduce dependency on foreign artisans, and increase foreign exchange through talent export.
Log on to super.itf.gov.ng to register now. Super, upskilling Nigeria artisans.
In Abuja for the 54th ICAN Annual Accountants Conference, a prestigious event and the largest gathering of accountants in Africa. This year's theme, Governance Reimagined, Mapping the Future, from October 7th to 11th, 2024 at the Transcorp Hilton and Abuja Continental, former Sheraton Hotel in Abuja. You will experience world-class and groundbreaking plenary sessions on economic reforms, social contract, and nation building. Explore opportunities in agriculture, export, real estate, technology, logistics, and transportation at our dynamic business workshops. We're excited to offer a world-class conference experience featuring renowned speakers, cutting-edge insight, and unparalleled networking opportunities. To ensure a seamless stay, we've partnered with our app to provide exclusive discounted rates for conference attendees. Book your accommodation through our dedicated link. We can't wait to see you there. Ready to join this transformative event? Register now at dedicated link below. Need assistance or questions? Let's connect. Reach out to Kunle or Gibson for personalized support. Don't miss this chance to make a lasting impact. We look forward to welcoming you to Abuja.
Welcome back to ICAN-ngr today, Thursday, 29 August, and we've been discussing something very informative. It's AI and future of financial reporting, and Dr. Kunle Akinode, FCA, is still in the studio. And welcome back, Dr. Kunle.
My pleasure, Fumi. Well done.
Yes, thank you very much. I mean, we've been having different interactions, discussions on how AI is very important. But, you know, when you talk about not making errors or even avoiding errors that AI can actually help you seamlessly resolve, then what are we? I mean, we really need to respect what can be better than us in terms of human factor, human errors, or how to identify the relationship or in missing this little things in our job. So thank you very much for creating an insight into the world of AI.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So I have very own chief executive is watching us live. Dr. Olasukomi Lanre says, "Good evening, everyone. Dr. Akiade, you appreciated for this insight, and thank you to the ICAN-ngr team. Thank you very much, our very own registrar chief executive." We have another message from Meshach Shola Olayemi. He talked about prompt engineering, and I've noted a lot of those things that you have mentioned, including componentization of before. Yeah, it's quite important. So we may miss out, but AI will never miss out on this thing. So yeah, very interesting. And some people are just taking out briefs on what you have mentioned, including Oshofison Gabrielo saying impressive. Yes, it's quite an impressive session all day. Prince Iken Umezuleke, he said, "Good evening, my PCs. Wishing you a wonderful session," and is connecting from Akwa Ibom, from Aqua, Anambra State. Thank you so much. So over to you, Doc. Someone asked the question. He says, "Please, how can one deal with a situation when AI gives wrong information or answers to questions asked? For example, the ChatGPT, or can't that be categorized as an AI tool?"
Okay, so let me tell you quickly there. AI is not the one making the mistake. It is the database from where AI is pulling from. That's where the mistake comes from. Or on the alternative, the structuring of your prompt was where the mistake actually came from. Some people are very good with prompt structuring. And that's why I said it's a study on its own that is going on. An organization are employing people just for that in the AI part of their business. They are employing prompt engineers that they are very skillful if you want to pull a data and screen out some things. When you say Yoruba people, Yoruba in Nigeria, it's going to give you the whole mixture from the north to the south. If you now give a further prompt and put southwest, it's going to give you, as at the last time the database was updated, what are the states that constitute southwest in Nigeria. All the Yoruba there, those are the people you will bring out to you. Now, you have not specified Yoruba by birth, or Yoruba by marriage, or Yoruba by naturalization. So, you see, the further you dig deeper, if you want to get a clean data of a born-bred Yoruba people in a particular sector, the way you structure your point is what will determine the accuracy of what you will get back from AI. So most of the world, someone rightly said that the Third World War is not a war of bullets and bomb. It's going to be a cyber war. It's going to be fought online because many deception is non-serious. They allow us to. I'm not seeing Yoruba Onmila, Obatala. I'm seeing them online in Google now. In Google, our Oriki and everything. See the way we are pouring everything we have, putting it online for Google. Google is not bringing out Igbo, it's bringing out Yoruba. The question is it everything that the American has that they are putting there? If you see the war going on between United States, Europe, and Vladimir Putin, Russia, you will know that it is not everything Russia in and out that you have on AI. In fact, they might not even want to interact with it. So it depends on what governments and what the engineers allow to go into the database. That is why we are talking about big data. now. I see there are some type of engineers too. They call them mining engineers, that they can enter into a big data and start extracting information for it. The whole thing is there, scattered, but they can arrange it. We cannot all bring the same information from a big data. It will depend on our expertise and our experience in drawing up prompts, in structuring information, or giving data, computer codes, and using all those wild cards that can extract what you want for you. So it is not the computer, the AI, that is making the mistake. It is the database from where it is drawing its information that has been corrupted or giving wrong information. And whatever information is in there, that is what is going to bring to you and going to show you as the answer.
Baggage in, baggage out, like you've said earlier. Yeah.
Package in, package out.
Yes, interesting. So I see a comment from Akiyumi Tosin Daniel. Thank you, Tosin, for joining. He says, well done, ICAN-ngr team, and thanks to Dr. Akinkunle Akinde for a great delivery. Yes, we haven't even gotten anywhere, and we have all of this coming up. But someone says, do you really believe that AI should be used carefully, as some of the time, even AI can make a mistake? I know you have really talked about it some way, somehow, that it is the information you put in it that generates the response. So maybe I shouldn't bother you so much about that response, except that someone is saying, as a financial expert, how will AI impact regulatory compliance in financial reporting?
Okay, so look at when IFRS first came in. Sage had a product. They had Sage Evolution. There was Sage 500 then. I went for the Evolution training, Module 1 to Module 6, to be certified as a Sage consultant. But when IFRS came in, I saw them come up with another Sage product that it has taken into consideration the new regulation as far as IFRS is concerned. And what has happened? It is still the same graphical user interface, the same GUI, the same buttons you are looking at. But the back end has been restructured to align with the regulatory authority, regulatory instruction. You knew there was a time before we moved to 7th, is it? What's our VAT here now? Who may help me? 7.5, good. Before we moved to the 7.5, we were at 5% before. But on building material, there was a time when it dropped out of 5% and it went to, was it 2.5 or 2%?
Yeah, the one
Sometimes you knew that time, when it went. So, that time I knew I had to restructure many things in my financial statement. I was a CFO in a particular organization then, and I can remember the headache of having to, when we first changed, we went to the back end, changed our VAT rate from 5% to 2%. When we changed it, somebody was not careful enough to know that you needed to lock previous years before you put in 2. So once we put 2, all our financials just changed. So the system did what? Updated every financials before that year, change everything to 2%, and the one in front to 2%. And I say, what happened? What scattered this? It was after careful thought. And that's why I say AI will not take some things that experience will take from you. I was worried about the state of that financials while sleeping and waking up. It just dawned on me, wait, what did we do? The 5% we changed to 2%. Could it be the issue? And I went into the system, the back end, and started doing the calculation. So I found out that even the VAT of previous years, it changed everything to 2%. And so it affected the figures. So we had to change it back to 5. After that, we concluded previous years and lock the system such that the update will not go beyond that period.
Yeah.
It was a real headache to get the system back. We are now using 2. And it wasn't long after that again. The regulation brought it back to 5%.
5%.
And from 5%, we moved to 7.5. And for each time, we needed to restructure the ERP to reflect this present rate. What about exchange rate? What about the time when the government said, no, every transaction you do, you must pay in the currency of that transaction. If you do $1, you must pay your tax in dollars. If you do a naira, you must pay in naira. You know, system needed to be adjusted there. So for regulatory authorities, for regulatory changes and compliance, you will need to keep on updating your AI to reflect the present regulation. It's not going to pick it from the cloud. No,
Yes.
you are going to restructure and adjust it inside it. Then it will start giving you what you want.
Thank you very much, sir. So my question again is, are current financial regulations sufficient, or do we need new ones that need to be developed? And also, to be future ready accountant, how can we transform this auditing, and what skills can accountants adapt to or find more useful for their own jobs?
Okay, new regulation, financial regulations will see is going to change. I mean, look at a lot that is going on in the IT space now. And I know that there are some sectors that are already talking about it, that we need to change our regulation as far as taxation of IT transaction, information that take place on the internet is taking place. It's only our country that they are doing massive. Look at the way we use data. Look at the way we use X, Twitter, and all these applications. Other countries that have taxation on activities, business, money you make online, and things, it is taxable now. You know it is taxable. But because we don't have regulation here to track what you do online and to charge your tax, people are escaping it. Many people escape violation of traffic rule. It's only when you get to Ikeja, Lausa side, that everybody is careful, because cameras are all around there. It will capture your plate number and send. I was very impressed when I heard that we now have a system, but it's not all over the country, that can track your plate number when you violate traffic offense and send your liability straight into your account. So when we don't have, somebody did it from Akure, escape through toll gate. The next time he came to Lagos, they capture him and say, let's go here. And I told him, we are still going further than that. So regulations will have to really change to take care of a lot that is happening. A lot is going on in the IT space in the country and over the internet and in real time, that government need to adjust on how we should actually get the one that belongs to the government and the one that actually belongs to this country in it. What skills should we learn? Start learning communication skills. Start getting involved in creative thinking, critical thinking, they call it. Someone calls it critical thinking, communication. We're talking about prompt engineering, and you forecasting, your ability to forecast too, not just using figures, quantitative now, even qualitative. Someone rightly said sometimes ago that I have watched that this thing looked like a sinusoidal, that every 8 years or 20 years, they call it, something always happens somewhere. So those things, computer AI can't learn it. AI can't learn, except it is programmed to do it. So sharpen your communication skills, sharpen your creative thinking and your innovative skills. They will go a long way. Your graphical, graphics, learn it.
Great ideas. Yes. Thank you, sir. So I see someone, Michael Kende Oladega. He says, "Well done, great team. I'm watching from a moving vehicle at Bagada, Lagos. We just have to acclimatize with the revolution of tech disruptions of the accounting profession by AI. Going forward, we have to emphasize the limitation of AI and how to deal with them, like the speaker has rightly observed. Great job. We need to brace up. Thank you all, Pastor Kendi or Ladega FCA. Thank you very much. That's another perspective to it. Although I have a question from Ouma NS Chuku Naruri. Says, in your initial chat, the connected link of people, planet, and profit is sustainability. Sir, how can originality, which is human factor, and AI machine factors, how can they sustainably coexist interdependently, especially in this world of social trust, programming, reprogramming in the evolving corporate reporting? I mean, that's a long one, but I know for the words of time, you can answer that in less than 1 minute, sir.
Okay. They will always interrelate. Human creativity and machine ability, they will always interact. Human ability is what we have used to run the world up till now. We have that, the best we could see is the best we have before now. But we have started seeing new innovation now. And that is because human creativity has now joined machine ability, computer ability. And that is the speed, accuracy, vast storage that it has, and the speed with which it can retrieve and process information. That is still in the process, and we are yet to see what the future actually holds. So none of them can operate independently. They will always operate interdependently. And as they operate together, interdependent, the creativity is much. You have not yet seen, I'm still saying it.
I've just started.
Yes, you have not seen. The best is still in front.
Oh, yes. Oh, my NS Chukunari says, good job, Dr. Akiude. Great silence observation on the back end in incidents. Thank you so much for that. So I have a comment from Finatobi Consulting Services. It says, dear Doctor, thanks for your time and presentation. AI needs to be accountant focused to improve our fundamental responsibilities result. Thanks for updating your colleagues. Baba Paul from Lagos. Thank you very much.
I'm creating a market for them. That's why they are happy.
I mean, I just want to ask you my last question, because I know we are running out of time. From a practical application angle, can you provide examples of successful AI integration in financial reporting, and how can people improve on themselves? And for accountants, we always want the collaboration with you and anything that can enhance our jobs. Please, can you run us through your final notes on how we can do this better?
Okay. See, I mentioned KPMG, robotic process of automation. I mentioned PwC, ALO. There was, I think, is it Deloitte that brought in that contract AI? That contract AI has the ability to read through a contract. They could spend 3-4 months reading through a contract when a new job has come, to be able to cross out certain words, change certain phrases in order to agree with present reality. And that could take some 3-4 weeks. But with the introduction of AI into reading through those contracts, that can happen within a day or two. And so what job used to be done 3 months, everything cannot be done within a month, and you will now go and pick up another job. So it has implementation of the AI contract reader has increased the number of jobs that can be done. Look at the Halo that is being used by PwC. That can help them in posting. It will post everything, generate invoice, and then update the customer's financial statement. Once he updates the statement of the income statement, the figure that should go to financial position will go there. The one that should go to cash flow will go there. And this is fast. So rather than breaking your head and spending the time, I even see them closing very early now. They don't put on tie like they used to put on before. They
What
now put on and a sneaker. They can work from home anywhere. Who is
Yes.
looking at the time you spend in the office? Have you finished the account? Yes. Has the customer been served? Yes. Have they paid us our audit fee? Yes. End of discussion.
That's the real thing.
You are due for promotion. Huh?
Thank you so much, Doc.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I mean, you would attest to the fact that we've had a splendid time with Dr. Kunle Akiode today discussing the future of AI and financial reporting. Thank you so much. And we hope that the next time we call you, you'll be available to eat a call. Thank you very much, Doc.
My pleasure being here. I thank you for being a good anchor for me. Welcome.
Thank you, great. Thank you so much, sir. So we have a couple of announcements for today, the August 29th, effective from September. We want to make it known to every one of us that ICAN-ngr will be coming up on Saturdays, 10 a.m. based on popular demand. Everyone wants to be part of this very informative, educative program. So we'll be coming live 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Please note it in your calendar. Don't miss it at all for anything. We've been having interesting conversations, interesting audience, and also interesting guests on the program. So we're going to be coming live 10 a.m. On Saturdays from September. So the Governing Council of ICAN cordially, actually, we invite you to the maiden memorial edition of our doyen, Mr. Akintola Williams. The date is Wednesday, 4th September 2024, 10 a.m. is right here on your screen. Interesting guests to be at the event. Please make it a date. And the theme of the event is Leadership Dynamics, Current Realities, and Way Forward. It will take place at the Muson Center, Onikon, Lagos. ICAN-ngr will be there live from 12 p.m. So also, we have other announcements on the 54th Annual Accountant Conference. If you've missed the 10% discount on registration, don't worry, 5% early bird discount is still active till August 31st. Please make it a date. Transcorp Hilton Hotel in Abuja is where the conference will take place from the 7th to the 11th of October. Register now. For those that want to be part of the ATSWA exam, is open till September 19. Please register immediately. Thank you once again for joining the program. It's been an awesome, real interesting conversations have happened today on ICAN-ngr. Apologies, we ran through the time because we've been battling different interesting questions and answers from our guests from today. Thank you once again, everyone, for being part of today's program. Remember to continue to learn and unlearn and learn, because that is what makes you a great accountant. Till we come your way next week on Saturday, 10 a.m. I remain Fumi Olani. Do have yourself a restful evening. Thank you very much.